Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading focused on your future spouse. So this will be focused on those of you who are wondering if the person you're connected to or thinking about for this reading is marriage material. So these are the decks that I will be focusing on for this reading. My Scenarios deck and the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon, and On the Horizon Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And of course, I'll go ahead and clarify it with my own tarot decks. So it is general advice as always. Only take parts of it that resonate for you and release the rest. And let's get into the messages, guys. Virgo, hello everyone. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's take a look and see what needs to come through. I will start off with my Scenarios deck. So it could bring up some challenges that might be going on, but it could also address really nice qualities about your partnership with your person. So let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Look at this. We have Fairytale, ideal connection, a perfect match. The yin to your yang, very compatible. What a beautiful card to start, guys. All right, let's see what else. I'm also getting, when you met this person, it almost didn't feel real. It's like, is this really happening to me? It's like a dream come true. Is this too good to be real? All right, let's see. For Virgo. Look at that, though. We have farewell. So for those of you who had a breakup, this was very painful because you had so much expectations. You had a lot of expectations for this relationship, but something pretty major happened here, which equates to a tower moment here. So painful breakup, moving far away, permanent separation, mutual decision to end things. But the ironic part of all this is I feel you guys still love each other. Where is this coming from? Look at this, guys. We've got tuxedo. This represents the masculine in this deck. Okay. So it literally says marriage material, ready to settle down, head of the family. So what happened? What happened here? Could the masculine have been unprepared or not ready to get married, especially if you guys had that discussion? You know, it's like, I want us to be together forever. I want us to get married. So it could have been a masculine with cold feet. This is the next card. We do have the gigolo, a player, uncommitted, multiple partners. So that could have ultimately brought on this breakup because this masculine wasn't ready or wasn't interested, unfortunately, in tying the knot, you know. Could have, again, started off as this amazing fairy tale, and the fairy tale just blew up. So let's go ahead and clarify this, but that's what's coming through initially here. So more than likely, if you relate to this, you're not with your person. But there's a part of you, I feel, Virgo, that still loves this individual. So if you're divine feminine tuning in, there's a masculine out there that you still care for and love, but they weren't ready to commit. They just were not. All right, what else do we need to know here for Virgo? This is interesting. Ace of Pentacles can represent a new beginning, a fresh start. Could this masculine have had a change of heart? Because when it comes to commitment, this offers stability. It offers the type of security in a relationship where you don't have to worry about getting hurt. You don't have to worry about infidelity or any sort of drama. This is something that's dependable. Wow. Look at these cards, guys. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. That is followed by the Ace of Wands. I feel you've already had your fair share of bad news when it comes to this person. And the universe knows what you've been through, and it's time for things to start changing and turning around for the better. So this right here, guys, it's representing a new cycle. We have the Judgment, so I feel this could be a masculine that literally has gone through their awakening. This is a wake-up call for this person, because they know that if they were to try to be with other people, other connections, nothing can compare to this one. You know, it's like settling. And this is a masculine who does not want to settle anymore. So this could be a cry for communication, their desire to apologize. Look at that energy, loss and despair. Maybe they thought that they were in a situation where they just weren't ready. So pursuing other connections, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, and coming to the realization that it was not. Wishes come true. You are their wish come true. Divine Feminine, I feel this is your masculine coming through in this reading to let you know that you are their ultimate wish. You are the one that they want. They didn't see it before, but they see it now. You know, thinking to themselves, what on earth have I done? Why did I hurt my person? Why did I, for some of you, you know, there was cheating and infidelity. If it wasn't that, they just couldn't commit because they weren't ready to plant their flag. This was a reality for some of you, though. Deceit, lies, affairs, infidelity, cheating, you name it, it wasn't good. But there's clearly been a shift in that energy. With the Six of Pentacles, this is your masculine coming through to acknowledge that, you know, you did all the work in the relationship. They didn't. So they're telling you here, they don't expect you to be everything in this partnership. It's a partnership for a reason. Two people. And they're meeting you halfway here. That is how I see the Six of Pentacles. To be able to give as much as they receive from you. I feel they did not offer that to you before. All right, so that's what I'm getting so far. Let's dig a little bit deeper here, Virgo. When it comes to you and this person, they didn't see themselves as marriage material before. And it's coming through from a masculine. But they're ready now, okay? All right, let's see. Trials of love. Oh, they've learned their lesson. And it's one of those things where they had to not be in your life in order to learn the lesson. There could be particular songs that they hear and they think about you, and maybe Divine Feminine, you know, you hear songs and you think about your masculine too. Look at this. They are thinking long-term now. They weren't before. So yes, there seems to be a shift in how this person is thinking and seeing the relationship. They weren't ready before. So, you know, maybe enough time has passed that they now see things from a very different perspective. Yep, it is time to elevate. It's time to, you know, just live life on a whole different energy. And I feel they're most energized when they're with you, Divine Feminine. They do think about you. They're wishing to be a part of your life again. Look at this. We have observant. So they might not be in your life right now, but they still keep tabs. Maybe online. Maybe asking about you through people that you mutually know. They see what it is that they need to do at this point, and they have to step it up. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this with tarot once again. There's hope for this one, guys. Oh yeah, Ace of Wands. Look at this. For the second time, Wheel of Fortune. So you guys really aren't meant to be where you are at this current time. Life will move. And I feel there's a new cycle coming in to replace some of the challenging cycles that you guys have been through together. This is destiny. You guys were truly, it was kismet when you guys met. And you were fated to connect in this lifetime. And you're also perhaps destined to reconnect. Look at this. Yes, they think about you. They haven't forgotten you. The memories are too strong. And this is also somebody who knows that it just feels right to have you in their life. They want that again. They want that reconciliation, I feel. It's been very difficult for them to just move on and accept that things are the way that they are, that you guys have said goodbye to each other and that it's forever. They don't want this to be a permanent separation. They want to make this a reality once again. But, you know, they are struggling a little bit with the Eight of Swords coming through. They want so badly to turn things around right here, but they're like, oh my God, can I actually make this happen? So there's all of these what if thoughts going through their head, and it almost gets to the point where they self-sabotage any progress that they've made because they're so fearful that it's not going to work out, or that you will reject them, or that you might have fallen in love with somebody else, or that you've moved on. All of these what if thoughts. But I feel you've been drawn to this reading for a reason, Divine Feminine, because you still love your person. And we're taking a look at whether or not they can be marriage material. And it just keeps going back to this for the masculine. It's like, yep, I'm ready. I wasn't ready before, but I am now. Look at that. This is what the future can bring. Fulfillment. Happiness. Abundance. Prosperity. This is life being illuminated for the two of you. And even though you guys have been through some trying times, the sun will come out again. You are resilient. So is your person. You've both been through stuff. You've both learned lessons in the meantime. But I do feel, if you relate to this, Virgo, the future looks bright. It really does. So just trust that. Put that vibe out into the universe and just wait. Just wait for this to manifest, because I feel really positively that this can happen for you and your person. And I do see them as marriage material. This is a masculine who's coming through very strongly in this reading. You know, we can't forget this card. It literally says marriage material. It's like, hey, I want you to see me. I want you to hear me through this reading that I'm now ready. All right, guys, so that's what I've got for you. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. All the decks you see here will be linked as well. Thanks so much, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.